All right, today we're going to look at our friend Cliff's Mark I Austin Mini Cooper S out of Georgia. He sent this to us and said, Jeremy, I just love what you guys do. Can you do some of your Mini magic to the Mini that I've owned since 1983? And it had these Mark I, well, I won't call them, let's call it first generation Fortech flares. And I'm kind of a Fortech flare nut. I built a lot of these through the 80s and 90s with my Canadian pals up there in Victoria, BC. Boy, did we have some fun back then, hot rodding around in our tricked out Minis, but we had no idea what was gonna happen to the Cooper S, and so we just kind of really started modifying them, and well, that's what happened to this car. This is a real 66 Mark I Austin Mini Cooper S with Hurricane flares on it.
Do you know what this is about?
My flare?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Look at these giant Fortech flares, which you really got to stance them right. If you don't stance them properly, when you put these big flares on, boy, do they look really silly. But it's not our first rodeo. We've done it before, and we kind of figured it out. So what did we do? Well, first of all, we did some 7x13 deep dish wheels on ET7 offsets. So it's a mini light style wheel. And we had to use the Cooper S rear brake drum. And then we put a 1-inch spacer on top of that. So that really filled the flare in the rear, as you can see, and that looks good. Also, this had coilovers on it and it was rock hard. So we put some, the Jet Motors Ultimate Suspension Kit on there with new rubber suspension cones and high-lows, and slammed it into the weeds and got this really low, wide stance. So that looks really good. Now, we're not done yet, and I called Cliff and said, I just can't wait to show you what we've done to the car, because when it came here, it had some 6x10 Mambas on it, and there was about this much space between the wheel and the flare, and boy, did it look silly. And he knew that. He's like, it don't look right. Well, I think it looks right now, don't you? We need to finish it by putting some of the Cooper S trim down along here, a draft excluder in this window. I think we're going to do some MED brackets with some GT mirrors here. We replaced the windshield with the new filler strip and seal. We used a later model seal, as you can see, because I think it looks better, and I think it has a better wind resistance like that too. Inside, what we did was we put some Cobra RS seats in it, a Motolita steering wheel, some floor mats, and some door panels, and just kind of started working the interior, but left the genuine Cooper S gold brocade in there, right? Come on around here. Let's see what else we do. It already had these twin tanks. This is Cooper S. Look at this. I chopped this Georgia license plate so that it would swing again. The plate was all the way up here, as you can see, and it started digging into the script. I think I'm going to put some red uppers on it's a red car. I think we might even paint the top black. What do you guys think? Maybe leave some comments down below. Old English white, black. It is a Cooper S. Probably black. I don't know. There you can see real Cooper S twin tanks with Monza flip top caps. We need to do one of our battery grounds back there. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Boy, we did a lot to the suspension. That was well worth it, I think. I love how the car stances now. It's looking pretty good. Patty Hopkirk short shifter with a specialist component shift extension with the Patty shift knob. I still need to put the center in the Patty shift knob. Probably a Patty Hopkirk throttle pedal. We need to do that. But I think we'll save the best for last. Come on around here. What do you guys think that we're going to end up doing to this 1300 Metro A+ engine? That the S motor is not in there, but it has a 1300 in it, and there's plenty of room for, well, you guessed it. Let's get rid of this fresh air hose, and let's put a turbo right here. It's already got the carburetor. I think we'll put the jet ignition in there, the jet turbo. And then it'll be a turbocharged Mark I Austin Mini Cooper S with Fortech flares and 13-inch wheels. Isn't that thing cool? Well, stay tuned so you can see what we do when we finish this. This is kind of a sneak peek because I was really proud of what we've accomplished so far. So keep watching and you'll see what we do.